country, the LSU Tigers. Taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commodores offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Using his legs is Perkins. And the ball's out there after it. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Give to the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time, right? We got to start today. We got to find...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Bringing it back, it's Soto. And the punt team gets down there. It gets the return man on the ground. So LSU's offense will have its first possession of the game. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. It's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Line gets set, first down. They want to run it left here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. Foundation, the running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because you can run.
Fires a ball, now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40, at the 30. He goes out of bounds, and he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. You have field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the catch. It's Perkins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the fourth.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after.
And again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got his man. And the 45 on its way. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets past the marker. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy just gives you fingers. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. Touchdown LSU! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. We promise to keep you posted. goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Second down coming up.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. The play action fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players.
And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The offense starts with a short field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Can't get him to the ground. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Running back goes in motion. Dialing up a second down pass play. Buys a little extra time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Commodores send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return, it's Soto. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33 of the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
When the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time, they couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game.
Oh, the ball squirts out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? LSU quick to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there, and knock it away and deny the score. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the field goal unit is on the field. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the field.
When you've already sent your punt around 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Commodores will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do.
Fires and picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Push down to the tackle. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver can get it. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Coming after it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And the pass is picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Getting some heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Timeout, LSU.
Pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse,
and the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Line gets set, first down. Going to the run to start this second half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll take it himself. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to do.
He finds his man. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestled him down short of the first down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Commodores moving quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down into the 44. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to it. It's gone. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. some pops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in there, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Vandy Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense played last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Looking to throw it again. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question.
And they got him for the sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, he could not protect him well enough.
He uncorks one deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
I'll tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time. Have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread, you better be able to cover. You better be able to have some speed. Great job sitting back in zone coverage, breaking up the football, going and getting that INT.
They stop him just a week or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll leave it with him. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Commodores have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the...
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
He's just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He's got him this time. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. A nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's looking to pass. Let's it fly. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown LSU. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
And how about this offense? A big situation on fourth and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
To the air on first down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open. And that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
The Tigers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wants to go up top. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. It's a great individual effort on that interception.
Not much movement there as the gain of 1 gets him out to the 5. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. On the move. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's the unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen.
And he gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we're going to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day over.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
The Commodores decide to punt it away. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And the quarterback takes a knee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.